Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 14 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Daniel Jones and the New York Giants taking on Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles.
That's an afternoon probably best suited for skating in Central Park, but we're across the river and we are in for a cold one at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you take a look at this Giants ball club. They've been as hot as anyone. The win last week makes it 9 out of 10.
The results are hard to argue. If there's a team better suited for the postseason right now, I don't know who they are.
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Now, for the first time, we get to see this Philadelphia offense led out by their dual-threat quarterback now in his third season, Jalen Hurts.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah. His team wasn't real thrilled about that, and they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
They'll start by running the option to the right, and not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. From the gun, it's Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. Call it a gain of a yard. And 3rd and 8 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
A gain of 8 and a first down. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The numbers for him from a week ago. 10 carries, 73 yards, and a touchdown.
And those numbers have both he and his blockers motivated this week. They saw that yardage total climbing, but stopped short of 100. Every one of them has to be driven this week to help him reach the century mark.
Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Palardy. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punch coming in, I don't have a return punch, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Here's Hurts to throw. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jones. It's complete to Cook. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. The Giants at 11-1 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That'll be complete to Cook. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Throwing, Jones. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point try good by Gano. And we are tied at 7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by a receiving touchdown from Saquon Barkley. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Hurts sets up to throw it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. 7-7, our score after 1. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Throwing is Hurts. He will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. 3rd down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out. But his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Hurts. He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now it's Hines, and he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Blake Martinez. And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
Tackle there by big Jordan Davis.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He completes it to Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham, 46 yards. And the Giants have moved out in front. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it's OBJ, Odell Beckham, who ends it with a touchdown reception.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. As we roll on here in the month of December, Week 14 coming up tonight, we got a good one in the AFC West. Get the Parkas out, Kansas City and Denver from the frigid Empower Stadium at Mile High. And then tomorrow night you can turn those Parkas in for some shorts, golf polos, and flip-flops. Monday Night Football in Arizona. Patriots, Cardinals, 8:15 Eastern. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Here's Hines. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And to the 49-yard line, but no further. And obviously he is well short of the first. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. On now the former Vol, Michael Palardy. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they fell behind early, but since then, 2 touchdowns and a 14-7 lead.
Yeah, they found the end zone on their first 2 drives, and even more so after the defense gave up the first lead. With these last 2 drives, obviously they inspired their D because they shut them down the last time out. They hope to continue that string.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. Off play action. Jones.
And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29. And that was just a good job there of being mobile and creating something.
Being able to extend a play and get people open or buy yourself more time to run with the football, that's a really nice job there.
They go play action here on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now Jones on 3rd down.
And this will be incomplete. Both players with a shot at it that time, but neither coming away with it.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's Jones. A final shot before break. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, let's get to some of these scores around the NFL here in a busy Week 14. We begin with the Battle of the Lone Star State. Houston heading a few hours north to take on Dallas. And it's the Texans who've got the lead in the second quarter. The Texans trying to hold on and claim victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Browns in that one. Deshaun Watson has thrown a touchdown pass. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Elijah Moore, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Here's Tony to return it as he brings it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. Jones now throwing on first down, escaping the pressure right. Oh, good footwork on the spin. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that turned out better than most of the passes he could have thrown on that snap. The coverage downfield was excellent, but the containment close to home left him a backdoor escape, and they paid dearly for not locking up.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown, Giants! Jordan Akins, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The tight end position has always been dangerous, especially in the red zone, short field. But now even more so, because these tight ends aren't necessarily the tight ends of old. They're the rocked-up wide receivers who have a little bit more speed. Way harder to cover than before.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge, an opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome, a little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3. Here's Michael Palardy now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. With it is Jackson. And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. Yeah, he'll find Hall.
And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Well, they've certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
They'll roll him out right.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And they're going to speed things up here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
After that sack, 3rd and long. Tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Flush to his right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Giants will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Gano for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And a 9-yard run on the end of it. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. The Eagles on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution even though the scoreboard is going against you. Hurts fumbles it.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this one complete to Smith. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. And Pascal's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 20-yard line. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw.
Setting up the screen with Gainwell. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves, that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he won't get close. Only a yard.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. They go with the option on 4th down, left side. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They'll set up to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they've forced in this runaway contest.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. 20, 10,
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top of that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick six. He's got Smith here. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. It's a room to maneuver. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a first down. Back to throw here. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Goddard. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 13-yard line.
Come on. Luka 19.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
Ready?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Taylor going to throw it, eluding the pressure right. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. The first throw here for the backup Taylor. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Giants, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year.
And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Commanders.
Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's going to all but eliminate them from the playoff picture as they fall to 5-8. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.